Hi everyone, I'm Panos Panay. I'm the Vice President for Strategy and Innovation at Berklee College of Music. If you're not familiar with Berklee, we're the world's largest contemporary music institution. Our graduates have won over 300 Grammys, and you may know a few of the names, people like Quincy Jones and John Mayer. So you may be thinking, what the hell does music have to do with blockchain, and why am I even here? I'll give you a couple of interesting statistics. So every day, 25,000 new songs are uploaded on streaming services like Spotify, just in the United States alone. Each one of those songs has as many as 400,000 to 500,000 different ways of earning money. Since 20 years ago, the owners of those songs have increased from about 1 or 2 to an average of 12 between all the different songwriters that are collaborating, the publishers and the labels that are involved with those. And think that there's about as many as 50 different intermediaries between a consumer and the people who make the music. So as you can imagine, when it comes to finding out who to pay, when to pay, this is a recipe for a disaster, since there is zero interoperability in the music business. All those 50 different intermediaries operate behind databases that don't talk to each other. In addition, with the proliferation of new technologies, starting with the iPhone 10 years ago or the iPod 15 years ago, and now with all kinds of new ways of creating music, new kinds of ways of listening to music, and as you can imagine, things like artificial intelligence also being a new creator in music. IBM's Watson recently collaborated with a composer called Alex the Kid to ingest information from the New York Times and the LA Times headlines, juxtapose that against social media entries, analyze information from Billboard 100 songs over the last 50 years and juxtapose that against how people were feeling about these songs and these events on social media, created a new piece of music. So new technologies are fundamentally also changing the way of how music is created, how music is consumed, but also who is creating those music. So all this, between new technologies, new ways of collaboration, and the new ways that music is being consumed, contributes to about $400 million a year just in the United States not being matched to the rightful owners. What we're doing with open music, between us at Berklee and MIT, we've brought together 250 entities across the supply chain of digital music to create a new shared way of identifying rights ownership, or what we call an open protocol for rights ownership. We have big ambitions for this. We believe that by deploying blockchain technology, we will be able to create not just new ways of tracking provenance, but new financial models, new expressions with respect to creativity, and really take a business that's right now only about $30 billion, which is less than the value of the Apple App Store, and grow it to easily what it ought to be, which is closer to $100 or $120 billion. Every single major label has joined the initiative, so that is Werner's, Sony, and Universal, as well as big streaming companies like Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, Pandora, companies like IBM. So together we want to drive the industry forward by deploying new technologies like blockchain. So feel free to visit me in the back of the room after you have your Michelin starred lunch. But thank you for listening, and remember that as goes the future of music, so goes the future of culture, and we want you to help us create that future together. Thank you.